Mukwala puts the porcupines ahead, and this is a major statement for Mukwala after receiving the call-up to the cranes of Uganda national team. Here is Morrison. Now Somwa. Mukwala stays onside. Here is Mukwala. The Ugandan steps forward. Mukwala with the lovely dubby. Mukwala! Deep in stoppage time. And ABOU can only look on and applaud the effort of Mukwala. 14 goals for Mukwala, and this one has come deep in stoppage time. At the end of the game, Mukwala doubles Kotoko's lead, and the Porcupines are home and dry. At this point, it's Kotoko 2, half-nil. Brilliant stuff. Aqua goes past and one-man down. He goes down in the box. Penalty for Kotoko. Play takes a deep breath. Play makes a step. Champion play! Kotoko lead the podium by just the play penalty. In the 31st minute, it's Kotoko 0. Atlantic Kotoko 1. And that was failure. Yeah, they wouldn't care. It was a good penalty. Sexy gets on the wrong way. And that tells you the great he possesses. Spot on. But here is Somwa trying to find Cheba forward. Esibe steps up. He gives it away. Overconfidence gives Kotoko the advantage. Cheba forward. Here is Aminu Aqua. He shoots. And Kotoko has the second goal. Peter, Aminu, Aqua. 2 goals for Kotoko, 1 for Hatsabok. It's a goal. Hats 1, Kotoko 2. Brilliant goal from Peter Midwaka.
5 minutes of additional time, isn't it? Hold on. At this moment, Kotoko will have to attack. Assassinate.
Afisem ni amana nsem ni akabo mu ayde bremu enso ewo Fakye TV so o hwe TV na asem di kankan na Fakye TV uko Facebook a Fakye TV benya ye ho ukwa obe like yem page no obe follow obe comment obe share na nyoma enso atimi atoto to din enso atimi e de amaye sanso na wuram ewo YouTube na enso e ho nso Fakye TV akwa na wa subscribe na wa share na wa comment na bia enso atimi aye kama sanso na akọ TikTok a Fakye TV ho nso we kwa ko follow na afi en content a wo de go na no watimi a share watimi a repost na bia enso atimi akoe enso atimi e de amaye no ene se de nsem enso esi ko akuako banya ma jamfi ene me din betimi afre me card verse me ne maba me de nsem no enso e de bobi a meko na afi Luther Kinaba na afi odi anwore ne nsem ni nanu enso atimi e de atoto to ani me ne enso e wo dwumadie ni so na nye yenko na ne dwumadie ni enso e ba dwumadie e ba yi aya hyehye ne fefefe ya branta ya friend nas wono ene atimi a hyehye dwuma na kama pa ya de ebe ne enso e wo dwumadie ni so wono e chief executive producer for this wonderful show. He's ably supported by a bunch of friends, Gilbert, Sanso, and Abenya, Julio Caesar, Seth Amwako, MON-FRI na fe ayi ene omo maka ni nanu enso ka ho bi na djumade no enso e de e ba team ni nanu enso e support yen led by Abrantia Jefen Abu Diaby sanso na big brighter maestro na fe Habib Mohammed the special one omo nanu enso e ta djumade na chi a de bre wona enso e wa djumade no so wram enso e wo ye MCR opani a Jefen Abe programs manager no ono ejinam etoto to na ma bia enso atimi akui enso atimi da ma sanso na Emmanuel Abi enso etimo ho a ono ehwe amanioma enso etimi atodi enso etimo ho camera na chi no lord of the cameras ono so gina chira ototo to no ma boy adwuma amanioma enso ekoye pa enso etimo nti robum e Facebook fa comment na to ho na afi like na share page no na bibia enso entimi enkoye afi sem ne ma no nsem ne akabo mu a yade brao me dame ho sima me ba ye rom straight na afi 79 no ya timi enso etimi dia to anim stick and stay ye ba sisia Famra studios of Fakye TV. Menaso say you room na fe. Some ya bobo na anopa no. Jem famra enso e wo dwumadi no so. Ne edim komo no de ya ni komo no MON-FRI America trum na bibia enso entimi enkoyi emfama no pani a ono na mpanimfo enso ayi no say oye president and ma the GOC Ghana Olympic Committee opani a ohani di na ye friend Richard Akofavi ono opani a ono na mpanimfo ayi no say president and ma the Ghana Olympic Committee na ye mema no ekotumrika 4/100 manoma koye pa enso tini ma my friend Ghana no wie no wadi nkomo enso timi da fasa America tru no yenko yintie nsem opani no enso ka da fasa America tru no.
Look, the whole world, how many countries do we have in the world? And they are one of the 14 that have qualified, and that's huge. Sometimes because we don't get a medal, they think now it's not important, but it's huge. And I think first of all, we need to congratulate the athletes for their work, for the hard work and their commitment, and also for the Ghana athletics for their consistency, because for the last so many years, they've been consistent in supporting these athletes to ensure that they always go for these relays and qualify for major tournaments. So this is what I've been talking about, planning. If we plan well, we know what we need to do. Right now, it's obvious that these athletes for the 4x100 are athletes that we should invest in for the next 4 years. Because their performance shows, their track record is there. So they shouldn't have any problem with training. We should have a budget for them in terms of their training, in terms of medical support, in terms of coaching support, competition support. So if there's any competition they have to attend, they shouldn't have a problem. That's what I've been talking about, and that's what we want to do. So hopefully, if we finish our engagement, we'll have a plan in place with some funding in place to ensure that if they are going for a World Championship, they don't have a problem. If they have to do some campaign, they don't have a problem. So it's important that we talk more and see how we can work together.
I know GOC President Richard Akofavi ono ne se dia ono ensu etimi ere tu dwa ye ho sem no ere eto no church se bibia na planning at least we no match over the years they've been consistent o ma bobo mo ho entinom no man kokom na afi ye mo nye training ahodo ne ade no beboa ma ne ma ensu etimi akoyi pa ensu etimi ere ama ye no ne nsem kakra eno ensu efri ho ba ye de eto anim no pani a ye friend Richard Akofavi asadi nkomo na ne nkomodie no is on Ghana ye team na nkasa whether say betima ye nyoma ye ama ne ma ensu etimi agina ye no oside nkomo ensu etimi de fa ho sei ne no so opani no ade tuja.
The 4x100 is the trickiest race you can ever think about. I mean, obviously, the favorites are the US, the Jamaica, but every major competition, somebody drops a battle. So what you can do is try and get to the final first. That's the important thing. Once you get to the final, anything can happen. So for me, look, even if they get to the final, they don't win the medal, I think they will have achieved something. Because if the whole world, we are among the top 8 in the world, I think it's something to be proud of. And gradually, if they work like this from the World Championships and it continues, by the Olympics, they will hopefully improve and hope for better things.
Anunti Ghana Olympics Committee President Richard Akpokavi now say ODD dinkomo enso etime de fire Alec no ho a ogidi say no ma ekoye training na ekoko so se kompo na yantimi anye hwe a ogidi say se wo hwe wiase ni na ye ka omo a o kan from 1 2 3 so akosi 8 ni ye ka ho a e bibia say ye proud of ntene ne se mo pani no enso edit tutu da wo se ewura mo final de a na se bibia nso betimi asi wo hwe no ene nsem a GOC President Richard Akpokavi edit tu dwa be de ho nsem no edit tu ani me enso ewa dwumadi no bom manche na baso na wo kire se plan ne ade nkomu no sanso na Ronabo eye Kofi Adams ono ene ye sports minister wono so agibre adi nkomo na wo nkomodie no eye nkomodie a wode congratulate eye emrante no ene modem ba omo enso atimi abo sei na sports minister Honorable Kofi Adams enso ede tudwa ede fa omo.
I saw your statement congratulating our 4x100 relay team for qualifying to the World Athletic Competition that will be hosted in Tokyo. They also went to Guangzhou, China, with their own mobilization and the ministry spirit behind them. We would have to continue to do that and to achieve a lot of success. Look, sports is something that we will succeed only when we work together.
And Samoa, Honorable Sports Minister Kofi Adams, and so at the two Jai, the Honsavno, at the air to him say, Obama Basso, where you must from Como and Swetimaya, or more and Swetimi, and your qualification to the World Championship, maybe Tuja, and so I will talk you, whatever, not yet Yasmanas, no a quack of Fahunsen in Adiaba. We are into Timaki or Hano, and I said, and man ends with Seco, Pierre Maja to the Ness Viviano, and Spitz Macoso, Nesses, Nas, Eco take you no, and no, and some Kakifi Hova, made the air to an answer over Jumadin. So now, aside in Comobium, now in Comodian way, or Fremerica Tuum, and to Timi Ramu, and in Suai Garim, no, say swimming team for Ghana, no, and also Honorable Sports Minister, Ewas Monon, so a can at each level.
As I watch the young ones that is swimming Federation took to Egypt the last time, I couldn't but just admire the determination and the love with which they did it as I watched the videos that were making the rounds when they were departing at the airport. And let me use this medium to really commend them. As I watched the young ones that is swimming.
No, and Samoa Sports Minister, and so it me. To jam, and hon no, and so the 2 and so I was Jumadin so to a ball a year, break a true phone, what ball mabaso, and was some bomu jarin sumuno, and so abasuano, and a sedians and 7 and so see quite none pay, made it to him, and so I was Jumadin so so would jarre and Kawa said, you would diabis waya, which made jarin sumpan, and so so by a consumer. Tiano necessary mano, and so city made it to him, and so I was Jumadin so. Na yen free one I komo and so ewo bobom ni yedin komo bobom dia yedin komo no nya ye masem kakra ni ye masem dia na chese ye ma football and ye sha se na afia din komo no and so atime dia free ho na nyame pa on the 18th of May 2025 the MON-FRI Cup ma de no and so baswa enya gudi kura ya dia emu and so betimi aye hie pa faith ladies and so ene Johnny na omo and so na di bomenra me bo coaches ni me voices. And so it's me chairman who the way no and so she call now Honorable Charles Asiedu or MP Edema Tano South and so as constituency no we din komo na nin komo die mu no sei e no din komo e fa the MON-FRI Cup man e die no din komo no sei e de kire
Yakopon ya adomo a kwasiada edi enimu yi Women's Premier League edini nyina e ba na wieye ayato ne din Women's Festival abukansi a ewo ampemdakoa ladies ena fe police ladies entem why ena etimi aje afie Women Premier League no e de asini nan so agrowe ade a ebe fe papa paye de yestre Ghana fo nyina ne se eda kwasia da 18th of May yestre mo obia fa na ho de mra na infamous support the Women Premier League no na entimi empeja ne ho na entumi entumpo Ghana Police Service mean kan che o say ba oba be hwe agro no na waje weni no ba ho bambo de watoto bibia kama na emum se oba na se ompe ho asemo de a enkonom nsaden ana se enkonom enubone ana mpo emfa bibia etimi di ewu emfa nhye ho emfa ma ho so ye ne saade a omobechewo esanse wati amra de yesire nyina ne se Ghana fo nyina nyitwi na momeka me ho eye Honorable Charles Esiedu Tano South Member of Parliament na yentumi enji ani edakwasiada e wo Legon Park 6 p.m. na nyina yehia na yetimi agye ani
eno anesemo a Honorable Charles Esiedu MP for Tano South and so to two just nyamepo akwasiada no na yembo name na afia man football no Premier League no ampem da kwa ladies and so any police ladies we know the Premier League no FA Cup no na Jonina and so ni first ladies and so na boy no na wade ho nsensema tuja wo chechem say woman festival no yenye na entimi enye friend yero ne semo a MP and so two jai the ho nsensem no and so etu ani na and so dwumadi ne so bibia no and so course yeguso ye masem na eguso ye masem de a nezi edi nkomo and all yem black princesses na catch no and oba your friend Fakye ono and so etimi edi nkomo na nkomo de no or chetri mu the way a camp city the way a no masi ko camp anyhow no ma no and so preparation and the way a no masi tie ni na no Fakye and so ejebre eni edi nkomo.
I'm thrilled. I'm really pleased and grateful to have the opportunity to come back and compete with such a high level and high quality group of girls. So I hope to keep doing so in the future. I'm really, really proud of our group. We came out and, I think we had a lot of hunger, a lot of desire. And of course, we're appreciative as well of the Queens for giving us that fight and ending in a draw, happy with that. So, moves to make and progress to be made, but now we have an idea of where to go from, and so we're really happy with that opportunity. This group has a really good ethos of taking it, one day at a time, one training at a time. Something that the coach has been working with us as well as our discipline and making sure that, we're focused on the little moments. So I think we're trying to make the most of those and maximize those right now. I'd like to say thank you. I'm really, really proud to be able to represent the country and we'll keep working for any opportunity to do so. So thank you for your endless support. I really appreciate that. Thrilled.
I know, and someone Fakye and to me, edit to Jawodi Komo, edifa preparation or camp, and Nigia. Ono enso wo se wo ba beba abepiem back e wo camp mo eguzu mo prepare mo ho na afio mo enso atime awuram na U20 African Women Champions BAFCON de no mo enso atime awuram akwa ba bia enso atime akoye no ene nsem Fakye enso atime de 2 dabe de 17 e de 2 anim so rebrofo ne ho so afeye pa ntino eguso ya massive na wienti ya massive na wiedi ya yenti wuram na afie wura massive na afie yentimi ye no enso fanfo ne yi massive de no enso atime de free ho de a opani a your friend George Boateng, your former Blasters assistant coach. Opanino, I'm straight to Medin Komona Ghana, you player Bakwa. Ebe yes, no, you're consistent with Blasters in each and every single time. You be who a branch here, your friend with Abdul Saleh Summit. Nancy, you know, no, and a former Blasters, you're an assistant coach. George Boateng, Ajebre, Edin Komo, Ediafa Salison.
Summit is a very good midfielder, and I was lucky to have him in the squad. Or I should say we were lucky to have him in the squad at the World Cup 2022 in Qatar. He was one of the surprising players that came into the squad and fitted in perfectly. Playing alongside Thomas Partey was a very good deal, where Salis would hold and then Thomas would be a bit more, would have a bit more freedom in midfield to go more forward. So, I think Salis coming into the Premier League at Sunderland was difficult because of the injury he had. He had a very long-term injury that kept him out for a while. And then when you come in, there are players already playing, so you need to A, find your form, and B, be better than the ones who are playing. So he's been very, very unfortunate because of injury-wise, but he's a player that I think his attributes is suited for the English League. And I think I don't know how his contract situation is at Sunderland, although he came on as a loan. If the loan can be extended, I think in that case next season we should expect more and a lot better from Salih Summit if he stays fit, because he's a valuable asset for Sunderland as well as for Ghana if he plays.
I know, and then someone former assistant coach at the Ghanaian Blasters, and so editing Komo at the far Salis, who trim Salis no. Idea was struggle kaka was Sunderland. Also, name the contrast situation. It was Sunderland. Name what did he say? So, it's not next season. obetimi abon homodi ye na bibia no enso atimi akọ because one of the finest midfielders onya akonya no mo ye adwuma o Blasters yen team nim o hwese no ball as a defensive midfielder na afei o liberty Manchester Thomas State Patriot na no makoyi pa eno ne nsem a George Boateng da to dam ne ho nsensem no enso e de air to anim George Boateng yedi nkomo e de fast Alex wona me ka che o se ko na kope amuzu pi heba me chane bi nom na ne ma enso entimi nkoyi mfama o ye bema o ye oba na otie me hwe me na no pa ya me ka che o se kope amuzu pi heba me chane bi nom na bibia entimi nkoyi o ye bema na ogidi se odwonso ne mu achemienu o de bo ho asafo hene se o ba be won taafo adabi anya ntaafo na o ba be wo yare e na otimi yare ntia se otimi sa ho yare sanso e na odwonso a o de ade na share boxer short no na ebi so ko yare e na o yare amuzu pi heba Mr. Beyi enso atimi e da firi o sanso na odwonso atimi se moja kakra enso atimi wom e ya amuzu pi heba Mr. sanso na odwonso pampan ye dia chene nye pampan pa me kanfo amuzu pi heba Mr. enso atimi dama onya be nonom na boso me no timi nonom bottles no be enan a me ka che so be gina wo na so de watimi aba adwuma wa no man enso atimi akuye sanso na wo yo ba na ogidi se odi agro wo mpam na ote ya wo a enye sa ne yankopon bo no enye sa ne yankopon hyehye ye odi agro wo mpam a se uti feelings o ma sounds a ye encouraging na wonti ma sa sounds ni bi na ye yaw sound ni esu sounds ya be ma ne be ja ho akọ timi kanfo amuzo pi heba mixture enso atimi de ma sanso na nsuo bi efiri ho ba enya wo anso wani ka me kanfo amuzo pi heba mixture enso atimi de hota ya ohene amuzo pi heba mixture enso be yisa nya de wani ni na enso atimi e de afiri ho ememanom tunya bi a wodi kofie na se o to bebe 8 bottles na de kofie ono ho kani ono kanchema no na mo nom na mo sere na mudi agro won pom na bibia no enso atimi ayekama se opa bibie bebre no enso atimi atu amekanfo se fo ni kirem e wo tafu nhia so amuzu giant ne ho ene ebutu aye twen wo na afi wo orders ni na yaje na afi ahye ne fefefefefefem enso atimi da mabetima fra yen e wo 0247 776743 0247 776743 na afi wona mpanifo ni nkomo benombi na ba adwuma na bibia enso entimi nkoye Facebook ne so ensem bebre efi oba na emom ma memfo ba ni nkyeremu enso ewo eye ABOU District Police Station opani a ana se Corporal Sebastian Owusu ani yesi anopa bia de biara da ojebre na utie ye ntie na anopa apu dia be se memfo afidikesi so na mencha Corporal Sebastian Owusu ani ewo ABOU District Police Station wasi da biara da oye monitoring no ntie no ne sere no man enso esi ko wura mu Facebook a ensem ne bebri enso etimi piem wo ho abranti a your friend Wase Adams will say, good morning, Abu Dhabi. Keep the fire burning. I'm watching the show live in Techiman, Jaku Community Day Senior High School from Wase Adams, aka Foreign News. Zanzo and Omar Gaddafi. Good morning, Fakye Sports. More update on Chelsea transfer news. Sansuna Nanamiki or say Bomar Tigers undefeated. No, the fire emoji. It was hashtag Mangala, Kofi Richmond, and the fire emojis. And so let me buy Sansuna Great Mugabe. Watching the show live from Brekum Kutre number 1. The champions, Barcelona, are playing tonight. Greetings to all Kutre number 1 community from Great Mugabe at Brekum Kutre number 1. Ono dia ono enso etimi and by Augustine Ajiman. Watching you live from Taifa Polyclinic, Accra, Phobia, never say die. Ono dia ono enso etimi by ni Clifford Cheba for enso monitoring on Jopani, babia obi ayekshao enso etimi wasanso and a Farouk Umar General enso monitoring Wasti Zolo. Watching you live in Libya. Greetings to you all. And then someone ono enso de by Wisdom Owari. Fakye Sports. Pa watching you from in Kwa or said in Kwa Konuya and no and then some open to Kumi Samuel more fire ABOU and Alfie Dotty Samuel was more fire or no answer the other bank for much is nebra now I mention can you feel quick and to me and from my way of Facebook maybe or YouTube making can or no answer to me the free or Madin Komo I am Massam Kaka Memasam Kakra Madin Komos one and minting ram of fear now for meaning Komo and so I will fear the young ram and so Otia Kenten or no a former technical director at the Ghana Football Association among for Soria or Mr. Ghana ye DNA opening a jebre at Dinkomo at a Ghana yen DNA.
To be very honest, I was going in line with, probably because I became a little bit biased because I was with Mr. Benku. You remember we put in a 5-year part of it, and I did a lot of work with Mr. Dasubari, Kosia, Frane, Sam Dudu, most of them. And so I've been using that to, unfortunately for us, when Mr. Kosia Techi came in, he also continued with that 5-year development program. He even redesigned it to make it 4-year football and business. That was when football development business this thing came in. If you remember, it was launched at Kipkus some time ago. Yeah, he continued with it, and that was what we were using. And I don't see any philosophy or a DNA that should be more than what we brought in, being a 5-year program.
I know Anna Samoa, a former technical director at the Ghana Football Association, and so at the 2 Jamaica on 7 at the 2 and him so here normally a 5-year development plan. Maybe now open your friend question to see there be 5 no doors no don't change no 4 and yeah they are now chim say Odin Komono and switch mo ha the hon 7 at the air 2 and him now ram National Sports Authority catch your money pa open your friend yaw ampo for anchor in nano and pennyfo almost touch mo boy me yeah me and switch my page mo bi no Odin Komono no komodie no is on Tamale Sports Stadium na say and open in a jebre and Odin Komo at the Tamale Sports Stadium.
I think also the genesis of this new pitch getting to where it was, and it's granting a program last year, charity match, and I think that is where the measures to at least make the pitch. So it couldn't be 100%, but they maintained it up to now, and we are reaping the rewards from their work. And it's granting to should be given some credit for friendlies, it's a charity game, doing that. So they've maintained it so well, but hosting a match there with seatings and all the rest is another issue. Also, challenges the roof.
I know, and then some more above anchor, and so the 2 year na Odin Komo Edefa Tamale Sports Stadium no chess and Yoma Abua, Massage Medina and Aswa here, first, no Gusua, or more and Swedi, who do my year, who adma. And switching more on some kakri fi hoba me that 20 minutes and so jumadi no so nyuram wakandi and Premier League nim komo na asma over the last 24 hours near a dominated discussion pa dia Emmanuel Anokoye or share go the tia Kumasi Asanoko no yi na tade na undergarment no na I belong to Jesus Liguasi every fortnight derby we no any football mram to ma final branch no 500 Ghana cedis no say branch no emetua na for masamana warning kese pa eno se no one enjoy kwenenura wa bra budia betina ase no wa jebre bowura mu enso e nations akache ekodi nkomani komodie no eno bowura enso Kofi Poku ono ene PR e ma team efe ne Nations FC no ne di nkom no busa ne se sa fan yi nsemben na Nations FC ega enso atimi e da fa sei na Kofi Poku edi ne nkomo no
the bookman you know antenna with by let by attention by. And you responded, football club, meaning the loss of the game. And I found rules number 2024-25 now. It is clear that a player must not review an undergarment, bashu, political, religious, personal slogan, statement, or images, or advertising, other than the manufacturer's rule. It is clear it's already that rules here teaching or I found rules in math, lots of video and necessary credit manual and all a guilty of offense. So we pleaded guilty and asked the FA to criminal justice measures. But I number out, where is number out, and we as the football club accept the fine in fee. We'll go forward and pay, then we continue with our game.
I know, and as someone Kofi Poku. And so the 2 just say, I won't game against Kumasa and go to Gubia na and a crack and a babonti. No, Zampa, a branch and sweat me off ma. Maybe I sweat my cockle, so more cry to meet Jessicano, and the amount branch and Yadia, the Heron and Samoa, open the 2. Then I branch your friend, Razak Simpson. He's a Blasters player and their captain. Yatitin Komoni baby, and a matono, and a walk, and a sensible brain. No jebre, HHM, how one of my seco, no penia, a friend of Simpson, the state tankers and say. And a Kofi Poku, a dead in common.
I and well, that thing not Okra again has to talk. I think we 2-1, and if you know a call a Black Star, which they will not out. But we look at it, okay, right? Or between and look at the that's the intention or your scripts. I will prepare to work our next year.
I know, and someone a Kofi Poku at the 2 jar at the far Razak Simpson one. Yɛrɛ sense seminal enso ɛde to anim na enso ɛwɔ dwumadie ne so dwe ɛne afisa bebre na wɔ hɔ bebre na wɔ ne mo mmerɛ no ɛne sɛ man enso si quarantine masters na aka no enso entime maako maasiasa ne kɔtɔkɔ coaches ho nsensem communication director safudu kwakasa enso atime dia fa ho ne nsensem ne bebre ne mom mmerɛ no tima ekwan ɛma yɛ ntime ne ho kɔmɔ enso ati wɔ ne mom wura mo Facebook a Emmanuel Doku. Good morning guys, well done for great job you know semwa Ono entwet me the Bible. Emmanuel Dokuna Sambabian, please. Can you tell me why Barcelona is not part of the Club World Cup tournament, please? Omadi can't check too much media show say because of omo last years no performance ninti and omo ensu entimi MOB. Kafaji na Beto. Good morning, boss. I'm watching you live inside Nkoko Obuase or no ensu dia or the bar no. Samson upon Kofi Kwache Ken Luther. Where is he? I miss him. More fire. Luther King. I don't know someone or no answer the buy. Kofi Ajiman, black man. Good morning. Watching you inside Peg Farm in Accra. I don't know someone Kofi Ajiman, black man. And so it's very true. Luther ba to our Luther no ba or back touching it down and knocking it down. No a GJ Million Paul and so it's made them. Opani, Mwakaba.
Mejo Sobra.
Na umpumboko there.
Nyamia dumo na also.
Nyamia dum. Say pressure about from.
My dear.
Already the pressure about.
Said the hotel can no.
Niska.
Yes, sir. This one my kwa na onfasika nche.
Intimi nche dollars ni bi.
Because the bia no come ko to join na me sorry a. Radimi da wase. Ene de day ma esign ya manebia empire me. Na mami King Solomon nyansa ni bi na fasika edom me. Because ene sika ne bema. Woni sika sa akode se wo ye bema na woni bia. Uti ti se ene de nye dwan kra. Uti na nkasa ti na mpiti. Mansa edio. Ewodi. Ba be but the way I see you no. So nyama bi obi amwa. Go ahead and never tell what you have found jeans no ni sa umpa boy. Yeah mo. Me ma me tu me fugo say enmunyam yem ton.
Okay.
Enmunyam.
And there no cre. Go me
na me no so adwuma me no mi ya besuan. Ntimi kai how. And chairman for abonte. Because I who so ani agi o.
So we adwuma mani pona ni je.
And I was saying.
Yes.
I say obi a wutwa bi no reba wutwa bi. Ani ja wutwa bi. Nti unimisi
biankasa.
Kwa kuma minya adwuma nkakra family arrest for enano pai na mam said you agero na ne bodyguard asia na interview bi atuna todwa na agero sia me pato we bema pa bodyguard no wa macho ye na agero busa no say opanyini between Messi and Ronaldo wan na o support na bodyguard ni pia na no a o so no obekọ adiama CR7 and agero say day was Mishase hwe Ronaldo answer Messi ebeba.
You got this place. You prefer Messi or Ronaldo? What? And you can say nothing to him, right? You can complain. You can complain.
I watched Ronaldo before I even knew who he was.
Ronaldo.
Ronaldo. We good? Okay.
Yeah. You guys, there's some. You prefer.
Wait, abodi. Na so hwe na me pa twom yensa ntie biem na na response na me dem fe.
You can complain.
I watched Ronaldo before I even knew who he was.
Ronaldo.
Ronaldo. We good? Okay.
Yeah. You guys.
ɛno ɛde dawa ye jeja mu ɛde amamu na no pai na mami Donald Trump ukopie mu America owura no ɛna mampanyini wo hoso ba Ghana His Excellency JDM idebi keke siche na ya mampanyini no okwa America Donald Trump na enche na FIFA Club World Cup ebetodwa wa America na ɛno no pai de na de srede atodwa was narrow the Alagaskia Kena or Besre SCR7 Ronaldo Misum Kumalewa I was Oba America a Papa FIFA Club World Cup no Obesiakai what is a Nasa Bobo Koromo Bo FIFA Club World Cup nibi no Donald Trump or Besrata as Ankakwempia or Mobefaso Ama Ronaldo Bo FIFA Club World Cup nibi no and Konman Panyani Baje was Oyadani too much or run our great personality or solidify a tournament no I'm not my kama and we and some Donald Trump and ya to try jejamo and tamamo no ramo I was Saudi Arabia report ayate and so Roman Public Investment Fund among our Ronaldo and now come Ahila and sank one take his opportunity no now come about FIFA Club World Cup nibi no Penya come on so pima I was Saudi Arabia omo boa ema place outdoor omo move etimi akama omo sikaram ema Saudi place no bebo adwuma mo no a public investment fund sa company na say sa adwumaku e ana sa omo ene sikaku a omo energy omo provide sika atwese bibia betuma yakama na omo se de Donald Trump din sebia tudwa na omo twam aya Ronaldo pedigree Ronaldo Dimina Ronaldo personality our no FIFA Club World Cup and Ronaldo age awaya and kombesra wanyintum na nkonko Ahilal no mumra and FIFA Club World Cup pribina bibia eso ntuminya kama eno edepa mami Messi na no pai game eba so Inter Miami and San Jose and a compo 3-3 na game no pan we Messi see in China na referee no jina fifi no one ref and Messi so ko America as to transfer me Messi there Messi be bia yentina say na Messi unya Messi video no adimamia and compare kama abra game no pan we na Messi fu referee edidi referee atem ama referee yellow card e ko kire ref Messi no enunie game no pan Messi koko apai wono na twa wokeka bi e kire referee yellow card no ache Messi na mami eventa e ko trigger sadie we pae ni nyina no say game no pana we 90 +5 and no dia to so mabo 92 minutes na na Messi jipo twe e mi ko twa ne de to ho wa ye adwuma no paako okọ pay the winning goal e ba me dia bia o dia ma Messi we de masa o dive we masa we dia Messi we dia dabra to de we nie we dia kwa no wan kana referee na mu pe o de we hwe o de we hwe o de abba Messi si referee any penalty amfama no o sorry ya ni bofu edidi referee atem adena referee ni poponi ni sa ban say and referee any penalty aso amfama no eno ede pa mi chamo mo no mami Arsenal defender ye fele kivio na sa kivio no minim se sa wa cameraman Ricardo madwuma no sa Arsenal defender no na nsa onya bi kakra no ye pon so kura camera onu so twa video bi na event kro any video kra Arsenal defender no ekokotwa no nya video ni bi twa masa wani page adwuma no papa me pa twotwa adwuma we koso na Arsenal defender and kura camera onu na video twa de no masa nya ado bi na wo ye wo adwuma no ye ntua wo ka ye camera ababa one tweke oja adwuma no kama we ye bumu dance twawmu na ekibio eso kura camera o video ababia ye kama mam Arsenal just now linking on Arsenal nyamepa 2025-2026 home just so far aliki na fache wodia sam ye tabri ni setabri mo na ye dia bani ye dia bechamo na Arsenal Jesse no enya aba amepia ye kama na Gilberto Jesse na ready Arsenal Jesse na likino na dia tosona manfo nya bi ahwe na pia ye kama ifsena no pai and Arsenal Jesse for the next season bibia betuma ye kama na sa Jesse no and alike de emamo na Arsenal the announcement about ahead of anopai kwan be for so a bibia be kama and say we will be back soon ni nyina kira sampa and anopai a pabe omfelo Jesse amepia ye kama na mame fanto anem so rom Arsenal say players no ebi ewo ha Jesse numbers na Arsenal leak Jesse no and edaso no we photo shoot na say planning photo shoot session and senior bia ya di Abramo na David Raya goalkeeper edma Arsenal no say Jesse number o share season way next season David Raya best send Jesse number no akọ share Jesse number 1 ama bia ayekama na mame Brantia yeven etan enwanari ono so ni Jesse na o no vacant positioner vacant Jesse number 22 ono so akọfa amasa okoroma na se Jesse number 11 obekọ shama bibia eswetma yekama ama bia so ayefa na se so rama owura yefen Bukayo Saka ba abed highest paid player ewo Arsenal or pay 300,000 pounds a week after contract extension or Pepper pay 300,000 pounds every week bia William Saliba Pepper be second highest paid player ewo Arsenal or pay 280,000 pounds every week bia no edep 120 as Arsenal team year training ewo Emirates Stadium Abramo open to the public then Arsenal Brazilian defender no we plan on ben wadwuma ma o ye fen Kebra Magalhaes or by ebeta supporters na say eso prayer support omudama no omata na chi ama bia so ye kama and da o masima bia ye kama na enene exactly 21 years Arsenal eko competing Arsenal share Leicester etimi aje omo a trophy e Premier League 2004 na 15th May 2004 and Arsenal actually Leicester show and no and so Satan from Invincibles no paduma mabia aso aye kama a place outdoor na bo Arsenal Patrick Vieira Dennis Beckham Toru Onrimo bibia aye kama ema ye bia so koe no etetawa ye chechamo aso dama mo na otuma de so yemra mo Italy ye game se toja enra na yemfo semra Coppa Italia fana ni timi toja o Stadio Olimpico na me pacho enra game pana we na Bologna etimi awin 1-0 e kampa ko a omushe AC Milan enwa ne krekram AC Milan bete mo ntmante na uko Roma game ni pana we me pacho ma me the atmosphere before the game enra pem on the Stadio Olimpico na eho fe papa enra ahead of the Coppa Italia final omuche sampa mosaic atmosphere enra omanoma ye kama ewo Stadio Olimpico before the game bibia ye kama Gilberto kekawoni enkwani na pianya fine enra twa atmosphere na no de enra chi game ni pa na wie ye etu pa bi na AC Milan supporters ewo stadium chante esedabi empanyimfo na especially Cardinal omumfo mutim nto omonton eso hwa tima omo wo Milan Inter Milan kwa no mu kromane AC Milan teria no mo hwe na reporter mete eso ko Roma eno omo chante after the game ohwa me pacho atmosphere no and that's why ye chechamo at my head of the final Etojan Roma Bologna win 1-0 and watch game ni pa na we na ohwa kwan a team my friend Milan supporters chant to stadium Cardinal sell the club nina ya de to see here na Milan supporters no they made some da ka wo ka say wasa wazube season pa na we ya omu cha no konko baby obekọ enuachi João Felix ono so onsanko back e Chelsea omu nyada no wasa wonko enuachi manager your friend João Conceição ono so no season no anya ampa na we ya wantumi anye kuwa bia amfa ama womo season pana we yepe ade so be chano kwai Milan edi manager for beba of the new sporting director asubeba no abebo bebo tuma ma pia ye kama na nsem pinaba enu asejo konsesayo abra omo trophy presentation or meta na bu ofu wan fani jam tunuko hwa omo de ma na ano je osim fan tunuko mo twa eno edi si ya ye jeja mo na mami Polonia team no just after the game referee born up in the game pan we na Polonia said omo celebrate here ema no ma ekwadim omo e chesam pa yesu ye ni anje ye ba efa djuma o Polonia team na omo na celebrate ama bibia aswa tima kama aswa dama ma ye jeja mo aswa dama wo djuma je no so ye gusu e break no ma down na ya touch no ma down e jeja mo dama wa me pacho mame eye omo manager no abra na so Vincenzo Italiano se omo so obo Italiano bo na supporters no omo chomo na players so peja eye omo coach Vincenzo Italiano and omo tono kosro and a coach why adwuma coach ni na coach ni samba oyo ma pia kama na enwachi mame omo trophy presentation abra omo the trophy no ema team a ye friend Polonia no omo na je Coppa Italia ewo Italy ma bibia eso timi ya fine bibia timi ya kama eno ediaba na mame mfantu ane asa reporter ba mame Mohamed Kudus na menye Mohamed Kudus enwo adwuma mfami awefo ni nyina ne so rama reporter me so refeno eye Diego Simeone oye Atletico Madrid ono ene yo mo manager waso nya owura na friend Mohamed Kudus and Kenya bad wadin be piem Atletico Madrid no team a wanhye no nya Mohamed Kudus wani mo ebeka Julian Alvarez wa obetuma badwuma amapia ye kama na mame the Spotify campaign enura edu anadwoa Barcelona stadium na omoja no way a plane and ekotwa the new Spotify omunwe so utwa the area view now just said the city a chesa stadium now omunwe so mu benfe edu anadwoa stadium na fe papa eno edeba na enura Real Madrid ebo game against Real Mallorca Madrid win 2-1 game no Eshasia ekoye edima team friend Madrid omo badwuma Mallorca to atena Mbappe enya equalizer ne pe 1-1 ansa na game no emu ya den obian se game no panawe ansa na akoda no Yakoba ebenya the win goal at the team your friend Madrid no koye 2-1 the same Mbappe Koroma so far La Liga Kopichicha 28 goals. What did you compare Benzema the best La Liga season Benzema shared 27 goals Mbappe the first La Liga season was shared 28 goals now what did you compare Dembele also Obama papa so far what the Mbappe compare Dembele so far the year 2025 season now uche ba nessa uche goza Dembele share 25 for club and I will check Ora your friend Mbappe also 25 and no edge dawa ye jechamo asu adamamon na Mbappe Madrid for the first season 40 goals and what me say massive impact and Mbappe adama Madrid bobo ekono na me pacho ma me Madrid omo bench or celebration abra the winning goal etimi pae na wo hwesa nkoda we omo ne plan na wo shego no enyina and wo se enkoda no ma ye do omo pae na enura abra koda no shego no omo hope e ho demaye enkoda no ye so be biabo e wo Madrid bobo ko mo panam be justify say ya na chasampa no ma editam no ma ekoye eno edge do no ma me Barcelona omo supporters ni bi enura no ma kwakushia edeya omo eko celebrate Madrid epelusu ama omo bo game so omo pasa omo ebaje La Liga na ma bibia so aye kama na so nura antima nkosi na yente supporters ni kakra.
Pero bueno, sí que es verdad que yo estaba saliendo ya de casa preparado, digo, que me voy a esperar hasta el 94 y pico para salir, para no liarla. Y estaba saliendo por la puerta y escucho gol, no puede ser, digo, y nada, pues me muero igualmente, pero claro, la película ha cambiado. No, al final yo creo que el Barça, como que depende de ellos mismos, pues ya está, que lo vamos a hacer mañana y ya está. Pero bueno, sí que es verdad que, ostras, con el empate ahí pues era el subidón, pero bueno, estaremos aquí.
ɛno ɛyɛ Barcelona ɔmo supporters anora na ɔmo akɔ akɔpata mu ɔmo deɛ adwempɔne adwemfin ɛyɛ dɛ a yɛmɔ game ɛna nka na ɔmo bɛbɔ against Espanyol derby no ɛbɛba so na nkɔmɔ agye La Liga no nanso ɛno ntumi ama na nora abra kwadaa no a yɛfɛ Yakobo hyɛ saa 94th ego no na wohwɛ stadium hɔ celebration hwɛ Barca fans no Barca fans no kurakura phones a ɔmo gyina nkɔmɔ twɛn a celebrate La Liga no ɛso ɔmo tuma jimi pia yɛ kama di ama ɔmo ɛno ɛdɛ dawa yɛ gyegya mo ɛso ɛdɛ ama mo na Chelsea asɔ interested Premier League clubs ni bi ɛpɛ Brighton striker yɛfɛ no João Pedro na ɛnyɛ ɔmo nkwa na bɛpɛ ɔmo Chelsea so nya João Pedro a ɛnyɛ bad nfa mo ɔmo so ɔmo bɛhwɛ so ɔmo nsa ɛpɛ ka no na ɔbɛbɔ adwuma di ama ɔmo so far Chelsea ka 3 clubs a ɔmo pɛ João Pedro na Bournemouth defender yɛfɛ Dean Royson ɔnsɛm de ato am sɛ ɔkɔ Madrid ampa sesa kakra bi na deal no ɔmanya wie na akora no ɛfiri Bournemouth akɔbɔ adwuma ɛde ama wie Madrid pɔbɔ ɛko no na wokɔpem a team a yɛfɛ ne Lille ɛwɔ France so far ɔmo pa ɔmo de 35 years as part of ɔmo 35th anniversary ɛnora ɔmo celebrating magnificent display ɛna of course ma bibia ɛyɛ kam ɔmo yɛ no Grand Palace ɛwɔ Lille hɔ ɛna ɔmo yɛ no ɛma bia so tumi yɛ kama ɛno ɛdeɛ pa yɛ gyegya mo ɛso ɛdeɛ ama mo na ma menya adwuma mam sanra okopiem wɔ Turkish kapa fana ne tumi todwa na Trabzonspor ɛne Galatasaray ɛna na ɛwɔ de ball so na ɛba na wie na sɛ team a yɛfɛ no Galatasaray ɛwini ɛyɛ 3-0 na boy never Victor Osimhen ɛno ɔhyɛ ne 34th and 35th goal ɛde ma Galatasaray na ɔbɔ adwuma papa uko Roman Ukraine nyame anim nie adwuma Victor Osimhen ɛbɔ ɛde Galatasaray no ano ɔte papa na ɛnura game pa na wie yɛnhwɛ just after the game referee Bona Bay as for the game now Panawie now we just the celebrations Victor Osimhen any place and Ayan Wago Pramanuswa na secha sampa or my drum 19th a year Turkish Super Cup and right before Fanano mete almost start tested Batuga a kama na Uko Roma and what game Panawie player onya a player of the game and a man of the match my Victor Osimhen or no any player of the game award emano ema bia sutimi ya kama ono ena akwa wakwa kwagina award kama as the best player of the game among professional advocate as CAF player of the year ono na sefata so for kopia madwuma obo etima womo bia ya kama ne so koroma owura ya fema me Dries Martins abana OKC ene no onsa profri ya demani ya fe enu agame pa na wie ono so ekokisi ne yere Pia Aya Kama na Enuchi no or Reverend Dries Martins I can save me for Victor Osimhen or Yente Smo Kafano.
We show our quality and I hope Sunday we win also.
Bugün iyi oynadığımızı düşünüyorum ve kalitemizi ortaya koyup bu akşam kupayı aldık.
Peki Osimhen'le ilgili neler söylemek istersin?
Mais je savais déjà, j'ai joué avec lui avant, je savais déjà qu'il était fort. Mais bien sûr, je pense que on a
na enuachi na Galatasaray supporters no edi guamu president so ombesre stadium ano chante omunse president kwa president Victor Osimhen ye peno tonema ye one tonema ye bewu oba ye adwuma wo bo bibie koye na eno ene president ekazas masa obia ni wa wonim nam hwesene chese epete na minim ade efe Victor Osimhen ye hia no se baso obetra na opeso otena ekwampia so mbem tena na Victor Osimhen ankasa ekọ ene ebusa Osimhen se Osimhen Galatasaray supporters no akacha president asa tena obetena na Or say Galatasaray supporters no are so special na enra ukopema Rio Ferdinand na also ehwe game bi na also tweet ye the post by Rio Ferdinand no abra e buy no yente gala
Osimhen gala
and Rio Ferdinand no na me patcho ma me Galatasaray final na onu de odi asano anijiaba de na won so mo ye team na team age trophy masa senya babie bi wo honya Ghana nko masa hwa kwa wotim so wadi awu papa ebi wo babia digme bugme yente sound no kakra de odi asano omudi ehye omunsem no enunie ena omudi mo celebrate ye emane ye kama na so far kopema trophies team efere Galatasaray and other clubs omo take atimi agege no na Gilberto dia to so far we the 60th trophy adma Galatasaray ba Turkish Liga omo 24 ba Turkish Cup omo 19 and Turkish Super Cup omo 17 to compare Fenerbahce, Omaji 35 trophies, about Turkish Super Liga, Omaji 19, Turkish Cup 7, and Turkish Super Cup 9, and we Galatasaray, the floor by Jechamo, as so a Jamam Ewo Jumadian so, and Sempi, and Tawaye Jamna Mami Plana, your friend Jomas, and non sushi go, dressing room, celebrate Galatasaray for a your money papa, or called dressing my Jomas, and a Jamo air celebrated, our dressing room now. And no Edom, Mamma foreign vet. Story Mamma Nobel can be breaking it down. Adman say Okopia more England or and Manchester City or Sako Liverpool. Now report Amete, and Liverpool for sending head to head. Or Mubafakwadano, no Makacha, almost Man City for or more case Bishaw. So Munimna se case in Buboma, Ombeoma for Premier League, Champions League, Omobi, about Tom Liverpool. I'm a Liverpool for data boy now. You're from Florent Veta was so no nya pamunchi no bebo eno airport fropa ye jamame nkopia mo PSG so far season every ram no almost pay you justice mako 5 and a PSG for betimi ayusu almost the ten say ebesha chance white away kit no ebesha bossa dia na beka the 4 new ones de panona ababe 5 na bibia so atuma ye kama eno dawa ye jejamo eso adamam odwumadie no so brand call ye nyina so nsema wodo a enne anopai ye bobo anu wo Fakye TV so bra ye the Fakye Sports babe down ye fancy about 3 p.m. na ogorona nkasa the boss one Abu Dhabi abetana konwam international man na yesu atwa no sia ese yesu ni na suafo na producers no nasmo na Julius Caesar hard working producer and you Gilberto and Ajumina Tatachira ya de akanya ba betaus into the punch man Ricardo Varas and the akanya ba to aso emamo
nti yenda Luther Kenase se wajejemu na afi watach ne down ayen so amanama enso atimi akoyipa enso atimi na yekọ na nwumre beba ne de akanya no enso atimi atoto so na ye tamale stories na ma unse videos ahodo a eba phone so because omjidi ezem se nyoma no enye park ne so nko anti awia eba nyina no ya de betu adim ne mum ya da mo asese each and every single time mo jebre na afi mo he Fakye TV mo nkoso na mo ho ye na mo wura mo ye social media platforms ni na so na afi mo ntimi subscribe and follow and like and fama ye koyi ya de nyom movies ejeje utata sa kopem se ye 12 bebo wie peka achi beba na for the news flash enso ntimi dia bro owie obekọ enyom any movies beje utata sa na akwakobo one no na afi the beautiful girls on your screens enso ntimi abo mo ba the ecstasy show be ma Miss Doreen and the kwazo meba na afi we shout out birthday wish obi aya de bia pese obo na baso ni na no meje no ma kama e de ama music request na no mdi djuma enso o mu we pe o meko ye de nyom ye de videos ye de aka na beji wani a ye we pe na obu de beji na konya na afi de agudie mu nsem no enso atimi da ye we ya nso beko na movie na nyom ade utata na no nsia abo na news flash aba ka achi be san ba bi mo wi a na okọ na afi e ba ne sen enso atoa so e de ama eno na mpanimfo betena ase na futuwa ya akwala ese unya na de bo abrabo no wonsu atimi na the boss himself the tofia akwa betena na afi kama pa wona pam enso atimi na okọ a na ese nyom ene de aka na toto sa kubisa de bechi na eye opania osofo a ye fe eye labi enso atimi aba anapa no aba so na bia enso atimi kama ntino ma yemfa wusia na yenko koso na ye Fakye TV because ne pade you go be the ma we Fakye TV na uram e wo ye YouTube na wo subscribe to eye tofia akwa TV na nyoma enso atimi kama stick and stay makrab